Hey USG, welcome back to the channel. We are in the grow room. It is April 15th. We made it to the middle of the month, or the middle of April, and our grow room is almost near to bare. We have everything pretty much outside. We are literally hardening everything off or acclimating it, and it's just literally the first day. So hopefully everything is doing good. We are partly cloudy today with a high of about 75, so fingers crossed that all is doing well. So we won't stay in the 70s. I think we have only today, tomorrow we're going into the low 60s, and then we're gonna, come right back down to the high 50s, and the nights are in the high 40s for a couple of days, and then they're gonna stay in the low 50s. So we're gonna be doing the in and out for the next week or so. I'm acclimating the peppers as well, even though I don't plan to plant them for the next 2 weeks, just because I want to, have them ready. And if anything, I'll just leave them outside in my front porch. But here we are. So for today, what we are doing is our cucumbers, because we can get these guys out within the next week or so. So I can't believe it when I went through my arsenal of seeds that I actually have 2 of these things actually. They're not fully stuffed, but since these cucumber seeds are fairly large, I couldn't actually, you can see this one is kind of not closing, right? So I guess that's why I have 2. Now, if you guys know me, you know me. These are obviously repeat seeds, and most of them are from M.I. Gardner. I have some here from rareseeds.com or Baker Creek as I know them, and some sprinkles from Johnny Selected Seeds. So my method of choice is going to be in direct seed soil. That has been primarily, or what has been working for me, or semi-working for me. If you have been watching any of my videos, I've been having some issues with my flowers and my tomatoes, but my peppers have been doing good. So I am going to be starting them just in regular seed starting organic soil that I have here. I'm going to be mixing it into this pot. Now my dilemma is, because supposedly, I don't know, I've had success. I don't know if it's just me or whatnot. I've had success either way. Cucumbers don't, like, quote unquote, take it with a grain of salt. Your garden, you do whatever you want, or whatever works for you, but they don't like their roots disturbed. So I'm not starting them in your regular, what do they call this? In your regular 6 seed starting cell. I'm gonna choose to either do this one, which is relatively small because they are vigorous growers. I'm thinking about maybe just doing the solo cups, and I chose not to wash these because at this point it's just like, why? These are clean. These are, from last year. So I'll see what I choose to do. I think this is probably too small, and I'm gonna have to pot up. So if I use these, I'm not gonna have enough, depending on how many varieties of cucumbers I choose to start. So my next move is obviously choosing my priorities. Obviously, as usual, I have my tags here. I have tags from last year. I don't know where they are at. If I find them, I'll use them. I'm picking white. If you guys watch the videos, you guys know, just aesthetically pleasing just for my eye. I've gone, colorful for this year. So white is the color for the cucumbers. My little dibbler here to make holes, and my garden, my garden marker, trusty marker. I do, they do make it out to the garden, and then eventually they get lost somehow, and I start ripping things out once it comes to the harvest, and then I don't remember what's what, but whatever. So I'm gonna get ahead now and choose what varieties I am going to pick for this garden season this year, and I am going to show you guys what they are, and we will move on to the next step. Behind the scenes, I will choose which method I'll do all that stuff, and I will probably add some earthworm casting to the seed starting mix. Not much, because these guys won't be in here for that long, and we will take it from there. So I'll be back with you guys very shortly. All right, so I have quite a pile. Does one need this many cucumbers? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Especially if 1, they grow, 2, they make it to the garden, and 3, they produce. Now, I've had a year where my cucumbers have been very productive and very prolific, and I didn't know what to do with them. And for the past 2 years, I've tried to get my cucumbers to flourish, and I can't get them up from the ground. So every year I plant as many as I can to get a harvest, and I've only been getting 10, 15, and I promise everybody, because like I say, I only not grow for me, it's to produce for my family. It's also a hobby, and I share my produce with my neighbor, my mom, my sister, my mother-in-law, etc. So whatever's left over goes to homes that will use it. So the for sure, and this one's a novelty, I like to snack on it. I mean, all these cucumbers, I like to snack on them. But the other ones are more like, to snack, you have to really actually, commit to it. But these, you could just pop them in your mouth like they're grape. And everybody knows this one is the Mexican sour gherkin, or the cucamelon. These are delicious. They have a little tang to them, and I feel like I'm kind of late starting this one. I've started this one before. It does take a process to get them started, but I usually throw, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to nobody, like 5 to 10 seeds in there and just let them tangle up, and they literally take over a trellis, and when they go, they go. Market More 76. All of these things I've grown before, and they've been very prolific for me and productive, and I can't complain. Ashley cucumber. Now, I don't pickle any of these things. I hate pickle. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody in the community. Muncher cucumber. My husband likes a quick pickle. So, I do like refrigerator pickles for him, and he enjoys them. Now, this one I've never grown before. I've heard in the community, and I think they're like heat resistance. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to try it. This one is Suyo Long. This one is from Baker Creek or rareseeds.com. The other one is China Jade. and this one was a free seed. But I also have this seed from M.I. Gardner because I'm running low on this one, so I might also have to back it up with the one from M.I. Gardner. I don't know if this one is a self-pollinator or not. A lot of people in the homesteading community grow this one. I don't know if it's beta alpha or beta alpha. The other ones that I will be growing, and this one I picked up in a Burpee because I heard this was amazing. I was looking for seedless varieties, the ones that you can get like in BJ's that grow like literally to like, I don't know, like 3-4 inches. This one is Party Time Hybrid. This one's called Salt and Pepper from Johnny Seed. Also from Johnny Seed, I'm not going to try and butcher this name, so I'll just bring it up to the screen. This one is literally said, it says here it can be grown indoors and outdoors like a normal cucumber. It says it doesn't need pollination to grow these fruits. So I'm assuming that if you want to grow like hydroponically inside, I guess with like a cracky method, I mean, you can use this seed. The ones that I'm thinking about are Tender Green, Straight A, Armenian Yard Long, and this one I've heard if you let it get long or grow enough, it's technically a melon. I haven't experimented. This one is actually really delicious, but I've had years of unsuccess in the garden, and I've been really sad because when it grows, very delicious. And the white cucumber, also another delicious fruit. My neighbor's son actually fell in love with this white cucumber, and my heart is saddened that I haven't been able to grow it again for him. So this is pretty much the arsenal that I have here. I mean, I'm gonna literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 that I'm definitely sure of. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 4 that I'm unsure. I'm not sitting here lying to you, is 14, and 1 on the side, which is 15. This one is called Silver Slicer, and no lie to you, I was influenced. These are all influences. This is the description of it right here. Roots and Refuge influenced me with this one. She says this is the best cucumber she's probably, tasted, or she loves it. It's also kind of a white, kind of almost like a white one. We'll see. That's 15 cucumbers, and I don't think I need that much, but will I plant them? Yeah, probably will. We just purchased a new trellis. My husband installed it, and it's attached to one of my new beds. So I'm going to try to grow as many of these cucumbers that I can up that trellis. And because my dreams is to see that thing covered in cucumbers. And I still have the other 2 trellises, which are not as big as this one. And I don't grow melons, I don't grow watermelons, I don't grow cantaloupe, I don't grow any of that. And the grapevine, we had to take it down because of the spotted soldier lanternfly. So we'll see. But let me see what method I choose to do, since I have all of this over here that is empty now and I have space. We'll see. So let me get working on this, and I will show you guys the products at the end and what I chose to pot them into. All right, guys. So here we are. We are at the 3rd level of the grow space, and I kind of call it the, I guess, seed starting stage or phase or level, because the other levels, I mean, they are technically kind of bare at this point, because I already stated at the beginning of the video. Everything else is outside acclimating, which feels amazing, which is good. But I decided to go with the solo cups. I put 3 seeds in each, besides the cucamelons, which I went gangbusters on those. I put 8 seeds in the solo cup, which meant 2 seeds per hole. So I ended up with 15, which we already stated a little prior. So cucumber for days, they're going to be coming out of my ears. So hopefully everybody will be accepting cucumbers out of, USG, if they all produce, which fingers crossed and prayers for me that they all produce, which will be in conjunction hopefully with the tomatoes, with the fiasco that I've had with my tomatoes. Hopefully those do well as well. The peppers, knock on wood, God willing, the peppers will do amazing, because I right now from my lips to God's ears, the peppers are amazing. And the eggplants, well, we all know what happens with those. So this is what we are looking at. It was fairly easy actually to sow these. I thought it was going to be harder, because by this time we sow so many seeds, we get tired. We just want to do everything outside, but here we are. Hopefully these guys will pop up very quickly. It is really hot outside. I think we are at 75, 76. Hey Siri, what's the weather?
It's currently partly cloudy and 77 degrees. Expect clear skies starting early evening. Temperatures are heading down from 77 to 56 degrees tonight.
77 degrees currently right now. And in my grow room, and mind you, I have the ceiling fan on currently with the door open. It is 82 degrees currently right now in here. I am baking while I was sowing these seeds. So I know it's just today, like I already stated, the next couple of days we will get highs in the 50s. So this room usually stays at 75, 74. So these things will hopefully germinate very quickly. Most of my seeds, I don't think I brought any cucumber seeds for this year. So most of my seeds, and I don't think I brought cucumber seeds for last year either. So most of my cucumber seeds are for the germination year of 2022 and lower, but I have gotten them to germinate last year as well. I just haven't gotten much production for whatever reason, whether it's disease, cucumber beetles, etc. So they are looking good. My 1020 flats are all outside. The rest of my 1020 flats are in the backyard shed, and I just did not want to go out there. I was being really lazy, so I saved these things from like chicken breast and chicken thighs and all that stuff. I saw this trick from Nicole at Flower Hill Farm. She uses these things to do soil blocking method. Unfortunately, was not for me this year again, but I have found use for them in other ways, with the seed starting 6 cells, and even with this I can bottom water and all that jazz with this, which actually helps me out because with the 1020, for whatever reason, I put too much water, but with this obviously I can limit myself, so it works out for me. So I'm gonna be saving more of these this year. I just obviously sanitize them, and I use them, so I can't wait to actually save some more of those. Some of my supermarkets have transitioned to them, some of my other supermarkets have not, so it is what it is. When I do find them, I do save them. But other than that, I obviously have them on heat mats. As you can see, the grow lights will stay on because I am forgetful, and when I am busy with doctor's appointments, I do not remember to turn them on, so I will just leave them on and just go with the flow to make sure that they don't get leggy, because I have been having a lot of issues with legginess, and yeah, I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm gonna make it work in this grow room, and that's just because I just been forgetting and or loving on them too much. But it is what it is, new area, and we will just have to get used to it. But other than that, guys, the cucumbers are finally sown, and we will see them hopefully into fruition. Prayers for me that I will get a harvest. So stay tuned to the channel to see the success of these guys, the fruition of these guys, and them go into the garden and the harvest, and to see how we use them. So as always, guys, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you guys on the next video. Bye.